good? What's good? Friends and family is in your neighborhood.
And the podcast Princessa is back.
Bang, bang.
Dame here.
For our last episode of the season.
Facts.
So crazy.
English is here for the last episode of the season. Feel me?
Yo, it's crazy to think that, like, we made it through another season.
Another season.
Facts.
40 episodes.
You know what I'm saying? Big move.
40.
Big accomplishment. Big up to us for doing that.
Big facts.
Y'all tell me what podcast is pushing out 20 episodes a season. Y'all come back to me.
Holla at us.
I ain't gonna lie. There's some crazy ones out there, though. They be having some. But, you know, I think that, you know, the thing that's gonna pay off is just the level of, perseverance. Because, you know, we had to start out and go through all sorts of shit, and we stayed the course. We're still here. Still rocking.
Still here, still rocking.
Still
You
rocking.
dig me?
Still friends and family.
Always.
Still feel like it's my first time every time. Just less wine. Way less wine.
Way less wine.
Way less
Hella
wine.
less wine. Hella less wine.
Sometimes
Way
I need
less
some wine to get through these conversations.
You need some wine? There's some wine in the...
There's some wine in the fridge, though, if you need
Shit.
it.
You need some
wish-
wine. You know what I'm
I don't know
saying?
if there's any cups, though, but...
They might be.
I'm not gonna lie. It's so nice outside. I'm hoping I could catch a brunch somewhere. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, it's a vibe
Yeah.
outside, no cap.
It's a vibe outside. How y'all doing? Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas,
Very
everybody.
late criminal.
Merry
I mean,
Christmas.
y'all heard me say criminal.
late criminal.
Late criminal,
Yeah,
bro. You know
go
what I
check the IG. We got plenty of good content up there for y'all. So you know, go.
Very cheesy, very corny,
Facts.
very Christmas.
Very Christmas.
You know what I mean?
Very
We went-
Christmas.
That's the vibe we
I'm
was
very
on.
much
That was-
tired of seeing y'all matching couple pajamas. Thank you.
You know
I ain't gonna
what?
lie.
Management.
I can't. No. I'm a part of the matching couple pajama.
I ain't knocking it now.
You're an exception.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nah,
You're
I
an
ain't knocking it.
exception.
I
Okay.
fucks with it.
I'm part of that gang. I mean, you know.
Nah, some of y'all don't need to be wearing no matching PJs because
Loud.
y'all haven't been in the relationship damn near
Loud.
not even a month. So I don't know why y'all putting the matching PJs up on there like y'all me and my boo thing. Like, girl, you know you just that's probably rent a nigga. Don't start. Going hard.
Oh, hard out here. No, but how was y'all Christmas, though?
Oh shit.
I'm gonna let Damon start with it because he got matching PJs, matching tree,
Facts.
matching.
The tree was hard, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
What?
Tree was tough. Tree
Yo.
was tough.
That was the tree that we photographed on Instagram. If y'all wanted to know, that's a hard tree.
It's on the on the Friends and
IG.
Family page. I can go check that out. Christmas was dope. Christmas was super lit. Christmas morning I woke up hella late because we was up late. on Christmas
Rendezvousing.
Eve. On Christmas Eve, went to dinner. Just me and my lady went to dinner on Christmas Eve.
A vibe.
Exchanged one gift because that's the rule in the house. You get one gift on Christmas Eve, and then on Christmas morning woke up and yeah, like, you know, for the first time in my life, someone outdid me at giving gifts. I can't even count.
Wow.
Like she
Who was
really
it?
like
Oh,
my girl.
Jill.
Like she
Okay.
went ham.
Okay, Jill. Go ahead, girl.
I was
Kudos to
like,
Jill,
God damn.
As you should.
Every time, like, no, people be saying, oh, you know, your girl, it did this and this and that. Like, I never really bought into none of the Instagram shit about your woman and all that. Like, I always believe that, like, you show love in how you treat your partner based on what they talk about.
True.
So it's like, I wasn't even thinking she was listening to me about certain things like that. Not in the sense of like, oh, he's just a man and he always wants shit. He always got some hot new thing he thinks is cool. Because that's just how I am.
But
you know?
you probably think that, and she probably think the same thing too.
It was the level of like importance that she placed on going to go get the specific things that I spoke about.
Wow. I
You know
love
what I'm
that
saying?
for you.
Yeah, so it was like, what the fuck? Nah. Come on. Every time I ripped something open, I was like, nah, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This is not it.
It is
It is it. Oh shit. Like
That's
it's it.
lit.
So yeah, nah, my Christmas, not even just from that perspective, but just to be in a loving space, to be in like a good space with your family, you know what I'm saying? Where you can just laugh and joke and play around and
Facts.
your friends are good and healthy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that to me was probably the best part of it all. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's here where like the people that I count and that matter to me are still safe and healthy and doing their thing and everybody's prospering.
Right.
It's a weird place to be in. You know when you know what I thought about today? I wanted to say this real quick. I know it don't matter about Christmas.
Man, if you don't go ahead on the last episode.
But if you ever find yourself like thinking about your life and realizing how much turmoil your life had in it, and you get to a place where you're not even 70% of that anymore. It's hard at first to accept that. I think I went through that. Like my life is so much more peaceful and quiet and not chaotic and nothing. I wake up every day and I kind of do the same thing, but it leads to a certain level of success.
Right.
And so like, I don't mind the monotony of that because it bears fruit in other ways. Like, I'm healthier, I'm strong. Like me and you was just talking about how, we banged out 5 rounds of a workout and was like looking at one another like, all right, well, what now? Like, shit.
That's all done, accomplishing, wondering what's next.
No,
it was crazy. We had
another set left. It's crazy.
It was crazy. Not in a way where it was like on some big boy, like, oh yeah, but just like, okay, so how do you feel? Because do you feel like I feel? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. We can do it again if you want. I'm like, yo,
that's lit.
That to me was like its own little moment. Like, okay, what we're doing is working.
Right.
That consistency is working.
Paying off, right?
Yeah, that plan that we put in place is working.
Right.
And so it just tied into everything for me. That was like a moment. That was a big moment to me. I was just like, yo, I'm grateful for this moment right here. This is. I went in the house. I was on a high the whole night. Like I was so excited I barely slept. It was like I was like a kid, like just laying there, like I can't believe that just happened. Like I'm ready to go work out again right now.
Right.
Like it was just crazy.
Right.
It was just crazy.
It was a moment of bliss.
Yeah, and it felt so good.
Right.
It felt so good, and I can't put a finger on what that was. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying to the universe and all the laws, knocking on wood a little bit, that we get that when we run it back this week.
Right.
And we're going to keep running it back every week, you know?
I love that.
That was a vital workout. Okay.
E, since he kind of like tagged you, but not really, but you're tagged.
Not yet. Now, first of all, I definitely want to say the workout was lit. I always stress it. If you haven't, matter of fact, I think I have like somebody that wants to work out with Dame too. I got to talk to him.
If y'all not max rep, what y'all doing?
But yeah, max rep is where it's at, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But my Christmas though, it was nice. Christmas Eve, I think I had a DJ Christmas Eve. It was a vibe little party, and then Saturday of course I woke up late.
Hey, why not, man?
You know what I mean? Why not?
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
It's not a normal thing for me, so why not?
Right. That's not normal for Eve.
Nah, to wake up at 8, it's not.
You loved it.
I loved it.
I know you
1,000%. I laid in my bed. I stayed, and then I watched. I actually watched Matrix yesterday too.
Yeah.
Is there a new Matrix?
Yeah, there is.
Okay. Because I keep seeing everyone having watch parties on Spaces, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, Matrix. It's pretty lit. Don't get me wrong.
I'll definitely watch it when I get time.
Personally, for me, I think you have to watch the first one over again just to kind of understand.
Yeah, I would do that. I would totally do that.
Because it's been for so long, like, if you're not really in tune with the whole Matrix trilogy, it's kind of hard for you to understand it.
Yeah. Nah, I used to run that shit all the time.
Yeah, me too. I used to run that shit all the time, regular. But it was lit though. I watched that. And then yesterday, so we opened up gifts, had dinner. I got some good gifts. Still got some more gifts on the way.
Dang, blessed and highly favored over here.
I mean, the gifts that I got, the gifts that's on the way is from like my brother. So I guess he ordered me something, didn't come back in time. So
a lot of people are going through that. I still have stuff.
There's a lot of shit on back order and all that shit.
A lot of shit that I wanted to get.
Because you got to think about a lot of people was ordering online this year with whole COVID stuff. So
a lot of people didn't want to be outside like that.
Yeah. So I mean, it was cool. I had fun. I mean, the biggest part for me, and I think the important part for me was just getting together with family. The food that was made was, God bless the hands that cooked the food, because Jesus Christ, it was amazing.
That Christmas
slap, my Lord, oxtail curry goat, Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Go crazy. Go crazy.
But yeah, it was amazing. I took a nap.
Fell off.
I had to go DJ. Hey, listen to me, man. If you've never had a plate from my crib before, I'm telling you, you're missing out.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like,
so we gonna need that then.
Nah, we definitely
I'm crashing English's Christmas next year.
Yo, the next Christmas, God willing, we all here, we all healthy. I'm having that at my crib because the food is crazy. I'm
gonna be at English's door like, yo,
they
be like, who is that? I'm the long lost cousin. So
I'm telling you, the food is crazy. But no, it was a good time, man. We was at the house chilling. And then I had to go DJ again last night, and then today, just a chill day for me. But I had fun. Christmas was great for me. Just the immediate family, nothing too crazy. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be. Immediate family, eat, open up some gifts, vibe,
cool
go to bed. You know what I mean?
Cool shit. Well, y'all know, I stayed in my crib.
I mean,
by my damn self. Let me tell you how I woke up. I woke up about like 8:30.
In the morning?
In the morning.
Jesus.
That's normal for me, though. And I woke up in the best way possible. The neighbors upstairs was playing that soca.
Not the Christmas
I
soaker.
jumped out of my bed with the quickness, boy. I was winding my waist all motherfucking from like 8:30 to 10:30. There was like a jamming session
It was a jam
in
session?
my bedroom.
Yo,
Big vibe.
And
those are lit.
I just like waking up that morning was cool as fuck. I felt like a queen in her own little kingdom. Like,
There you go.
yawn. Good morning. like I bought myself a mirror recently, so I have like a little mirror in my place now in my specific bedroom. So I was like, oh, wow, like my bathroom is clean, like house is clean. Got up, had me a little cream cheese everything bagel with the salmon on top.
Oh shit.
And I made me a little honey mustard with dill. Sauce.
Go crazy.
Best
Vibery.
little mimosa.
Big time vibrate.
Okay, all right. I had a great
It's
time just
lit.
being in my peace, man. It
You know
was
how-
just so
shit.
peaceful.
And I keep going back to that.
It
I
was
keep
so
stressing that.
peaceful,
You
man.
can't have enough of that.
Craved. So after I had my little breakfast, whatever, I went back to bed, knocked out. Because y'all know once I get back, January 3rd come around, I'm going to be back on corporate business. So let me go ahead and get this sleep
Remember what I told you?
while I can. Woke up, made me a nice steak, potatoes, asparagus. It was so good. And then I got wine drunk and fell into a wine coma. And then I woke up like, what? I watched anime all day. I watched my favorite anime all day. I watched 7 Deadly Sins.
Your life is
all
lit.
Day.
Your life is fucking lit.
What? Got a little wine drunk. Still got another bottle of wine to go through.
Pull up.
What? It was the best. It was so peaceful. And then today my niece called me telling me all the drama that's going on apparently.
Yeah.
And I was just like, ooh, girl, that sound ghetto.
That
sound real
don't want
ghetto.
to be there.
I was like, ooh, apparently my mama went to Jamaica. I was like, ooh. Got stuck there because her ticket or something about her ticket messed up
Yeah,
or
he
whatever.
wasn't even trying to vibe.
Ooh, sounds
You
ghetto.
went on that, and you know how crazy that is to not be on that wavelength. It was just
What?
like, all right,
All right, bet.
okay.
Apparently my sister was in the area. Okay. She was stirring the pot and creating chaos like she always do. I was like, all right, cool. Ghetto, again, letting you know. 0 out of 10, does not recommend.
So what I wanted to ask you, and I kind of was saving this question, when you get into the poly side of things for you, like, are you going to be writing a new rule for Christmas with like family?
So me and my niece talked about it this year. We had a Christmas party, not last year, but the year before that, I want to say. Or was it
I think
last year?
Not to interrupt you, I think we talked about this on another pod when I was like, yo, you can just rewrite the rules and
Right, new
and
traditions,
bring,
last pod. Yeah.
and not bring anybody that's going to be problematic.
The last successful to me Christmas that I had was with my niece when it was me, her, my first sister, my mom, one of my aunts. It was very, very chill. It was like a Christmas party kind of thing.
Right.
Everyone was invited. The only people that was really there was really my niece, my sister, the kids of my niece, which is my grandniece, my grandnephew. And we were chilling. We had a big ass like dinner. It was cool. It's just this year it got complicated. Not only just because of COVID, but then her apartment got flooded out and all sorts of stuff. So it was just not enough time to prepare this year. And we all recognized it was just a really off year for the family. So we didn't do that. But we were talking about next year for sure. Like, I didn't pitch the idea of my place yet, but I definitely could see that happening at my place for
That's
sure.
what's up.
Because I'm such a decorator. Like, that's so me. So
What's up?
Yeah.
that would definitely be happening next year. I'm
Liddy.
so excited for it.
Like, I'm excited for you, and I'm happy that you got your place.
Hell yeah.
Peace.
There's something about that piece that you can't buy that.
Living right off that golf course, that sunset,
A vibe,
That's a big vibe. And it's quiet over there too.
vibe on top of vibe,
balcony,
big vibe.
Big vibe.
swishing the
Way
wine
up
glass. Come on now. I'm giving y'all the imagery. Y'all see it.
That's a vibe. For sure.
Let's go.
It's quiet over there too.
Yeah,
It's very nice and quiet.
that's what's up.
Usually this is the time where we do cop and drop, stuff of that nature, but we're going to do something a little different. It's still kind of cop and drop. We're just going to think or talk about the things that we would have liked to cop this year, or drops that we think were very significant and should be noted, like drop that shit soon.
Facts.
I'm going to start off with English, with your cop and drop list.
What I should have cut for the year.
What we doing? Wait, we doing top 3, right?
Top 3.
Okay.
Top 3.
Top three.
I say number 3. Well, not in order, but I definitely should have copped some. I should have copped the Off-White 2s.
He crying over them. He's still crying over them.
Well, I mean anything Off-White, because especially with what happened.
Right.
I wanted to collect. I guess I would say I wanted to cop more Off-White. Should I say? I want to say I should have copped. I should have copped the. So I should have got my crib, but on the flip side of me not getting a crib, I'm able to start a business with my family. So it's kind of like works out, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And then another one would be. I'll probably say I should have got my real estate license this year.
Okay.
And I guess I don't know what it was. I think it might have been a sign from God that I wasn't ready to do it. The reason why I said that is because every time that I had my mind set to go do it, something came up that I needed to take care of first.
You're being
before I did that.
redirected.
Right.
So I would say, hopefully next year I'll be able to do it. But I'd say definitely should have got my real estate license for sure.
I feel you. You were handed a certain deck of cards, and you had to work them how you work
Yeah,
them.
you feel me? So I'm hoping that 2022. I mean, I'm sure 2022 is I'm gonna have a lot more opportunity to get it, and I'm definitely gonna take it this time. So yeah, look out, 2022 is gonna be a problem.
All right. E, the real estate man.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
He can put the E in real.
Fact.
No, the E in estate. There we go.
Hey,
He can
real
put the E
estate, you
in
know?
estate. Damn.
I'd say if I was gonna go 3-1, 3-2-1, I'd go. Number 3 would be definitely would say I probably would have went about doing some things a little bit differently as far as like family's concerned.
Okay.
Maybe being a little bit more hardline about my boundaries.
So cop some boundaries.
Yeah, I would have stood tall on the things I said instead of kind of like I felt like I walked it back once I heard the stories, and I put myself and my family, which is me and Juju, because we call ourselves it's like our little family got drawn into family stuff with my family,
The extended
dynamic.
family. Gotcha.
And I think that was on me, and I probably should have just stood my ground and drew my lines and not walked it back just because I heard a story or whatever, and
Right.
let people recruit you into that pity space. And then number 2, if I'm gonna go like with anything as far as like materialistic or anything like fashion or whatever, I probably would have been in the same boat. Like I probably should have grabbed. I had an opportunity to make a trade to get my hands on a pair of the Carolina ones in off-white.
Oh damn.
We did talk about
So the actual off-white Carolina ones, but I would have had to give up a lot, and I didn't do it. And now I kind of am like, I'm kicking myself, and I know that person, he's not gonna do
He's
it.
not.
He's not doing that shit no
He's
more
not.
for sure.
He's
It's over with, man.
And it was literally 2 months before Virgil passed. Like we had talked, had a conversation about maybe possibly linking to do some trades, and then I think I left the table and just was like, oh, I'm gonna get back to him. And then never
Never got back
linked,
to him.
never, you know what I'm saying? And then number one definitely would be for me, if I had to put it into like the most important thing of all for this year, would have been trying to grab a house. Like an investment like
Gotcha.
I went back and forth. Like I was like, okay, I got some things on my checklist I needed to get in order to do that. And I took too much time making the decision. And
I feel you.
and like I had an opportunity to do something and partner with somebody, and I was like, I want to partner with my girl, so I'm gonna wait on her, and me and you, we can link another time. But the opportunity that he was presenting me with to do business was so sweet, and I didn't do it. It was almost like in my head, that paranoia of like, this shit sounds too good to be true.
Right.
I didn't.
I feel that.
I didn't.
I 100% feel that.
I didn't do it. And
I
so,
didn't do it.
like,
Negatively talk yourself out of a.
it was an investment opportunity, and I should have jumped all over it. That was.
It is what it is now.
I mean, yeah, of course, no. And I also think though, like, this year I'm gonna be in a better place.
Right.
I'm excited about where my life is going.
Right.
I'm very excited. It's exciting to the point where sometimes it's nerve-wracking because it's like so good. I'm grateful for how good my life is. It's almost too good to be true.
What? Felt that. Felt every word of that.
So
All right. Cops. I should have copped the Fenty perfume. I should have copped that shit. So I can literally say if it was really a drop or not. but I should have copped that shit.
Right.
Tell me how she launched another one right before Christmas season. That shit sold out, and I still ain't copped that shit.
Still ain't copped that shit.
Rihanna, hit me up in the DMs. I love you, baby. I'll kiss you on the forehead. Mwah. But yeah, I really should have copped. Like, that's number one. I feel out the entire year, I really should have copped that Fenty perfume. That irks me to this day.
For real.
I'm gonna go to sleep tonight still thinking about
That's
the
the one we
Fenty
talked
perfume.
about on the podcast?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
She only has one perfume. She only came out with one.
Okay.
And I'm still upset about it because I want to know what the notes are hitting on. It's just a lot going on.
Yeah,
if y'all don't know, that was mentioned in previous episode. If this becomes a snippet, I will link that episode below.
Yeah.
Ivy Park. I should have copped a lot more Ivy Park.
Yeah, because you talked about that a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
I did cop the whatever
the
collection
jacket, right?
that was, the lavender one collection. I got the cropped lavender jacket. I bought the chaps but had to return them because they did not fit me. And my mind told me to buy the buttoned pants, like they button up on the side all the way up. And I saw my favorite stylist, lady, inspiration, signed by Blake. She got the button ups, and me and her are same size. And I was like, I should have fucking got the goddamn button ups. Like,
You know, that's the funny thing in fashion. It's like you see people with shit, and you're like, I would murk that.
Oh, yeah.
bro,
Damn, I should have bought
I knew
that
it was a hard decision though, because I wanted I was literally like, either I'm gonna get the chaps,
Right.
or I'm gonna get the buttoned up. And I was like, I'm gonna get the chaps. It's gonna be real fire. This shit didn't even fucking fit me. Like, Beyonce, I don't know what type of ass you think an XS is, but it's extra small, sis, not extra large, baby. So, like, the shorts fit me, but the chaps did not.
Oh,
It was like she made extra room.
Yeah.
But, like, the shorts is supposed to be, they're glove tight. Like, Beyonce, get with your team about that. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I did cop from the most recent one. I just copped today. I just made the decision, like, I'm not going to do this anymore. So I got the houndstooth bucket hat. That's reversible. So it's, like, furry on the inside. Or if the outside, if you want to flip it, and then the houndstooth, fuck with that.
That's it.
And then I copped her dress. Like, she has like a plaid dress kind of thing, and I've always it's like a suit dress, and I've always wanted a suit dress. I think that they're so sexy. So, and I like how when you put it on, it has like an open back, so that way you're not sweating. Yeah, that's sex. So I got that, but I really should have copped a lot more Ivy Park this year. Like, the green collection was fire. Like, the one she did with Peloton was fire.
Yeah, it was
like,
fire.
Man,
There was a lot going on though.
it's
so
all
you know how
right.
it is.
I had a lot of other things going on. I had priorities to take care of, so I'm not too upset about the Ivy Park. But next year for sure, she might get like at least 3 of these checks. And then my
Go
other
crazy.
cop that I really, really should have done. I'm gonna invest in this. It's not something that's fleeting, so like I can't beat myself too much about this either. Junction Jewelry is like a Black-owned business. And they do like gold plated and gold jewelry. And I just love their anklets. I love their necklaces. I love their hoop earrings. And I like really, really, really wanted to cop this year. But again, situations and things happen. Your girl had to move. So I put it on back burner. That was going to be my Christmas gift to myself, was like a whole bunch of Junction Jewelry.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen. So shout out to her, honest to God, because you're doing the Lord's work. You're doing the Lord's work.
That's what's up.
It's beautiful designs. It's very fucking elegant. Like, I don't know. I really, really, really like her stuff. So I'm kind of sad about that.
So Junction Jewelry, if y'all need somebody to style some pieces,
She's right here.
fashion house.
Right?
She's fresh off of Style in Slim City. So yo, there go
Fresh
your reference
off.
right there.
Okay, so just let me know.
Yeah, man, let's
I'll
go.
make your jewelry look good. Thank you.
Yeah,
We're going to manifest that for her, you know?
yeah,
Is there
of
any
course.
drops that y'all have? Like
Drops.
stuff that y'all
Definitely don't regret
y'all
none.
want the people to know, like, don't get this shit.
I don't really have any.
Drop Telfar.
For real?
Yeah, drop it if you trying to look for an
That's
everyday
crazy.
bag, sis, because this is the situation. Let me talk to y'all ladies real quick. Let me put some real game in y'all
please. I was
ears.
just about to buy that for my sister-in-law.
Let
so
me
that's
put
crazy.
some real game
That's
on y'all
wild
ears.
because you know my girl said the same thing.
That's crazy.
Let me give y'all some real game about Telfar. If you want an everyday bag because it's a big ass canvas bag, that's what y'all kind of like, that's y'all style. Let me tell you something. Telfar not good for everyday bag. It's a flex. That's it. Keep it where it's supposed to be. It's a flex. Get the small, get the medium, do not get the large.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay?
Okay.
If you're getting the large, more than likely the woman the way that we think, large bag, everyday bag. But it's not a strong everyday bag. Like, it's just not. It's gonna start peeling. It's gonna start doing weird stuff.
Oh, wow.
It's just a flex. Okay, sis? It's just a flex.
But you do recommend a small and medium, though?
I do recommend small and medium.
Everyday
but
bag?
if you're still wouldn't be an everyday
is it
bag.
a matter of menu?
It's just a flex. You go to dinner, you go to brunch.
Oh, okay.
Okay? It's just a flex. That's it, sis. Drop the Telfar as your everyday bag. Like, get that out of your head.
Okay,
Okay?
cool,
If you want a big everyday bag, there are so many other brands you could cop from. If you're looking even for like a small, medium everyday bag, Brandon Blackwood.
There you go.
Brandon Blackwood. He is black owned. It's black owned.
Facts.
He is a black male. If you care about supporting the LGBTQ community, he is a part. I have his End Systemic Racism bag, which is a very small canvas tote bag. I got it in the lilac color. He no longer does the ESR line. Sometimes he may come back out with it. So if you want to like see what's up on there, like go on his page. But like if you want a big, sturdy, everyday bag, Brandon Blackwood. If you want an everyday medium bag, Brandon Blackwood. If you don't want to go that route, there's other designers, but I'm just telling you something that is equivalent or in the same ball game as Telfar. Okay?
That's what's up.
And I know y'all seen Brandon Blackwood's work here, there, and everywhere. You may not know because it don't click in your head that it's his, but most of the shows, especially like Insecure and stuff like that y'all be watching, his stuff is in there. Trust me. So that is, drop it. Drop this idea that Telfar is a forever thing, like a forever bag. It's not. It's just not.
wild.
That's crazy.
Just get it out your head, bro.
That's an eye-opening conversation.
Nah,
because,
facts.
Yeah, I don't meet too many black women that would actually say that like out loud.
It's a flex. It's just a flex.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't get me wrong. It's cute. The T in the ends. It's cute. But yeah, that bag wouldn't be able to be a sustainable bag for me per se.
Wow, that's crazy.
Like it's not giving functional.
Right.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
That's crazy.
It's not.
I did not
and
know
then there's no zipper. There's no zipper on a Telfar bag. So how's that an everyday bag? How am I supposed to secure my items? Like, Telfar, I got notes. Let me know. Hit me up.
Gotcha.
X-rated.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But y'all got any drops? Because that was honestly the only drop this whole year that was bothering me. Because so many people were bashing Telfar on Twitter and Facebook, and it's like, y'all should have known what y'all was getting yourself into.
Wow.
Do
I didn't
your
even know that
research.
it was that big. I mean, I knew that it was.
Such
let me
a
not
big
say that
thing.
it was big.
The girls were tussling on the Twitters.
It was definitely a big item. I can't say that. I'm over here trying to play dumb like I didn't know. I knew. I even had sent the link for it to my girl. Like, yo, you like this? And she was like, no.
Yeah, it's just.
She kind of said the same thing. Like, it's something that's like it's just hype for now. And then she's like, it'll be something else in a minute. So no.
Damn,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So you're the second person I've come across that said, you know what I mean? Like, yo, nah.
Nah, like I said, I would probably cop a Telfie secondhand. For sure. I'm sorry, I'm not paying that price for a Telfie that I know is gonna be destroyed.
I heard it's $250 for the medium and like $100 for
Yeah, no. I'll pay $90 off of OfferUp, thanks. I'll even give you $50 on OfferUp because to be honest, you're probably gonna be able to wear that bag about 7 times on a nice brunch or date, and then after that, it's gonna start deteriorating.
Sheesh.
Unless you're just someone who's like really anal about your bag, but girls, y'all know y'all not. Let's not trip.
But even if you ain't on the battle, what are you gonna do to prevent it?
Exactly. Like,
Oh, okay.
it's a canvas. It's the texture of it is like canvas tote.
Okay.
So there's not really too much you can do once it's fucked up. It's kind of fucked up.
Shit.
Like there's really no repair. You can't go to like a purse person because I do have that. Okay, because my Prada, the logo ripped off, and I had to go to my purse person.
Right.
But like even if you do something like that, it's not worth it. It can't be recovered because it's canvas. It's the material. So yeah.
That's what's up.
That's crazy.
I mean, like at least you have what you just said is very, very much like valid, legitimate thing. It's not, oh, all these bitches having this shit is hyping it. No, you didn't do that. That's an illegitimate way of doing it. That's actually legitimately bashing it. Like what you gave was an actual great like breakdown of specifically why it's not.
Yeah. For me,
I can
it's the
appreciate
material and there's no zipper. So how is it supposed to be an everyday bag? Like, no zipper.
What are you supposed to do?
Like, what am I supposed to do with that?
I feel you.
Especially
I
if
feel
you
you.
like, anyways, I'm a klutz. That's all I gotta say. That's my only drop.
That's crazy.
It's crazy because I don't really have like a drop list or item. You know what I'm saying? But I would probably say don't. This is funny. Like we overuse spaces. Like not spaces that on the internet,
on Twitter,
but I mean spaces like all right. For instance, I'll give you an example. Like, anytime anything pops up that's popping, especially in the black culture, we wear that shit out. Oh, and I think that, I know it's not an item, but it's like places, fashion lines, fashion houses. You know what I'm saying? It's like we always just
killing it.
Overdoing it.
You know what I'm saying?
Name one that really got on your nerve this year.
Really, that got on my nerves this year, where I was a fan, and then I
ended up not being a fan no more.
I stopped wearing it.
Yeah.
Gallery department.
I feel that. I actually feel that.
Because you remember when like I started wearing gallery department, it was like maybe 3 niggas that knew about gallery department. Now every rapper got a hat, sweatshirt, fucking sweats, tees. So it's like I would cop shit and then end up in a situation where I'm like, damn it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, not everybody on it.
Everybody anymore.
I see like, Tom, John, and Harry, everybody on.
Yeah,
like,
I'm like, yo.
I don't like
and
that
you know
either.
when I knew it was wild was the weekend of the art show in Miami. Mm-hmm. Duh.
Everybody thought they were that nigga.
Jesus Christ. I'm like, y'all went to the gallery and bought everything but the gallery.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dog.
And they go and they pair all together too. They pair all together.
That's the thing that gets me. Like, the concept of you like being drippy is like you just wearing a whole fucking fit of some shit. Like, bro, what?
It's
not style. I'm sorry.
If y'all know my quote by now, I don't say it a lot, so I'm gonna say it right now. Fuck fast fashion. Style is forever, baby.
It is.
It is forever. Because watch that shit depreciate. Like, nobody's gonna fucking care about that shit in the next 2 years.
Nah, facts. They just had a run.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my homeboy Jay put me on the gallery. Shout out to Jay. I'm not one of those cats. Like, I don't get a link for something and then I hide where I got it from and then be telling people how I came up with it out of the blue, thin air sky.
Yeah, I know.
Making up shit, looking for credit. So to me, it's like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, that would be it for me. Really, I kind of feel like it got ran into the ground. Like, I own some pieces and I'm going to wear them because I spent my hard-earned dollar on this shit. But
you might hush a little bit on them for a little bit.
Chill, yeah,
I feel that.
I'm gonna chill out because I can't.
Another one that I just thought of. Designer advent calendars. Drop that shit. Drop the Chanels and drop them, baby. Because I'll be damned if all I get in an advent calendar is some stickers and a hand cream. Like, you got me fucked up. And it's only the sample size of the hand cream. Like, I'm not doing that.
But I paid $800 for this, but my hands feel really nice and soft
for one day. Yeah, and that little sample size ain't for do shit for you.
Oh my god!
You know what you gonna do with the stickers? Put on your laptop, like
put them on your car window.
Like, what the fuck? Nah, drop the advent calendars, y'all. Just drop it. Just drop it. Like, I'd rather y'all do your own advent calendar and switch it with your partner or some shit. I don't know.
Put it on your calendar.
Do something else. Like, do something else. Because the girls are just getting your money and they don't give a fuck about you.
Yo, it's crazy. That's so crazy.
Oh my god.
That's not the one that I thought you were gonna say, but I can.
What you thought I was gonna say?
I thought you was gonna talk about like the same type of feel, like with people doing like they buy the shoes, they buy the pants, they buy the shirt, and then it's like all one brand. Oh,
speaking of shoes, drop the Steve Madden heels. It will save you a long run, baby. The Steve Madden heels, especially those plastic ones, y'all know y'all feet hot. Oh First off, we live in Florida. I can see the fog. Don't play with me.
Not the fog.
You never seen them girls wear the little... Anyways, I'm not going to get into it too deep. But Steve Madden's not comfortable for you girls. I know it's not.
Not the fog.
I don't know why you little boyfriends, baby daddies be dropping bread on the heels. Drop the bread on the bag. I accept. Drop that bread on the heels? I do not. No, ma'am, no ham, no lamb. Do not do that to yourself. You wouldn't even be able to make it here to your front door. Drop the Steve Madden heels. You know it's not comfortable. You know that you're lying to yourself. Now, there's a difference between having certain heels that we all know are like a little uncomfortable, and then we have uncomfortable heels. Okay, Steve Madden are uncomfortable. Your pinky toe coming out, baby. So I know it is. Wait. I know you got corns on your feet from them Steve Madden heels. Pause.
Wait, so you talking about like the clear joints? They're clear.
They got some clear joints. They came out with these. Like, they trying to copy this other designer, which I'm not going to say that designer's name on here because I'm not too sure who the original person is, so I'm not going to say it. But I know that they are copying another black designer.
Oh, black designer.
They made, like, a spike, like those spikes kind of thing, but a wrap around your leg type thing.
Kind of like some Christian Louboutin type thing?
Yeah, something like that. But they, again, all of these brands are copying a black designer for sure. I know that because I see it.
Yeah, I know. Like, Bottega Veneta is having a run, too. Like, Bottega's being...
Oh, we don't get... There's a lot of drops, actually. I'm so sorry. We're going to get out these drops real quick. We're going to get these drops out real quick.
Let's move on.
But the Steve Maddens,
we're 35 minutes in the drops and cops.
The Steve Maddens got to go, okay, y'all? Yeah. I know y'all not comfortable. And then the Bottega Veneta. Let me tell y'all. I know y'all love the new purse, the little weaved up joints. Them is cute, okay? But know that you can cop some cheaper ones from Aldo. Okay, you can get it from Aldo for $20. Okay, I guarantee you,
it's not gonna have the same weight.
It's not.
You got to remember
let me tell you about the quality of fabric now. Okay, the quality of fabric with the Bottega is fine. It's refined. It's great. But the bag about tiny as shit. The bag about tiny as shit. Like it looked like a bit. No, go get you a knockoff version from Amazon or Aldo. You don't have to get the actual.
But you got to remember why people pay for brand name shit.
Oh my god.
Because I had the same this exact same conversation. Shout out to my boy Wiggin. We was arguing, like debating, not arguing, but like healthy debate, right? As to why we love like brands and logos, right? And because I was telling him about my hat line, you know what I'm saying, and he was like, "Well, you the perfect nigga for that shit because you're into all that." And I was like, why you say it like that? He was like, nigga, you love like brands and style. And I go, it's not, I don't get my personality and any sense of self-worth from how much the fit costs.
True shit.
If I like it, I like it.
If I like it, I'm gonna wear it. And then what I get inspired from is how good it makes me feel by how good it looks.
Right.
You feel me? Like Deion Sanders has saying, you look good, you feel good, you play good.
And that is true.
It's the same shit about life. Show up every day dressed well, you're gonna feel good. That's a law. That's a rule.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people apply that. They just see it, it's hot, I'm going to get it. And now that it's hot and I'm wearing it, I'm the shit.
Right. And I feel that. But the Bottega bag don't even got the name.
No, they don't put their name on
the outside of it. On the zipper,
my girl has the heels.
On the zipper, I think they do.
On the zipper, bags. She has the heels in two of the bags. And I think it doesn't say anything.
Don't say nowhere.
So
I think on the shoes it says the inside.
In the heel, it's on the inside.
Yeah. That's it.
Excuse me, but
I
that's
said what I said. Y'all heard what I said? All right. I'm just saying.
Can we move on? We've been doing 40 minutes of this.
We're moving forward.
Oh, my God.
So last season. Last episode of this season, sorry. We've been through a lot of episodes. We've been through a lot of laughs. We had some personal conversations. You know. What would be your favorite, like, episode or moment from this season?
Are we doing moment and episode? Or
I want both. Because y'all know what my moment is, but I have a different episode. I have a different episode separate from my favorite moment.
All right.
Okay. Let's be serious.
Right. For me, my favorite episode was probably the All Guys episode. I think that was a monumental moment.
The All Kings or the mental health?
Men and mental health.
Okay.
Yeah, that's mine too.
That's my favorite episode because it covered like one of the most important topics when it comes to specifically the male community of adolescent males, between 19 to 30, 32. Like we don't have no voice. I don't think we have like a group of men that would speak out.
Right.
Like this is a safe space. Too. Right. In a healthy right. So those conversations like, having, Alec and Darren and Mark and everybody come through and give their piece, that was dope.
I will say that is up there for me too, because I wasn't here. I was listening to it on my way to Houston.
Yeah, that was a dope show.
No, coming back from Houston. And when I tell you I was low key emotional, like that really, like the episode, the structure, who was talking, Alec, I need you to come back when I'm here, boy, okay? Like it was
Shout out to Alec.
great. Like it was a really good episode. Like if I were to recommend an episode for a male for the first time, I think that would be one of them.
Yeah,
for
because
sure.
it deep dived into everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, from how you pick and choose your friends to can you hold your friends accountable? Can you talk to them? To, you know, the whole nine of mental health.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That whole line. So for me, that was the episode. And I think my favorite moment came from the All Kings episode in that series that we did with
right, with the leading up to the Battle of the Sexes.
Battle of the Sexes, yeah. When we asked Luch, shout out to Luch.
Shout out Luch.
We asked Luch and he said, what would be a deal breaker? And he was like, she's clingy. Man. He was like, she clingy. She gotta go.
You gotta get out of here.
She gotta go. She gotta go. I think that was it for me. That was lit.
That was a great moment.
That was a great.
That was a funny
that was
moment.
A funny
But it was
moment.
very honest.
It was an honest moment though.
Yeah.
My favorite episodes would be the same. And I also probably would add the Battle of the Sexes, the one as well. And the reason why I would add that one on top of it, because I guess we got a perspective of the male and the female and basically kind of like the same questions. So like, you know, for
male perspective, female
Right.
perspective.
and female perspective.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was good for, you know, for males and females that was listening to the show that kind of wanted to, I guess, understand the woman's mind or understand the man's mind. You was able to get a better understanding from both the all females, all guys, and then the Battle of the Sexes together. So that was my favorite. And then the mental health one is a good one because at least the one with me and I think me and Dame had the one by ourselves, to the two of us. And that was good because, you know, you don't really get guys having conversation like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
We don't necessarily have a voice, bro.
Yeah, like we don't have
in our age bracket.
Facts. So I
don't think we do.
No, I don't.
No, not at all.
Again, in a positive, productive, conducive
way.
No,
we don't have
absolutely
it at
not.
all.
There's plenty of crap on the internet though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like that for us it was good because, you know, it gave our generation like an eye opener. For those who was going through the things that we were talking about, or they was going through anything mental health wise.
You had relatable conversations.
Conversations. They
Giving you
related
quality information.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I took things away from that.
I took things from it, for sure. So.
Yeah, that the mental health one, I definitely was like, damn, I felt that.
Yeah, it was dope. It was deep. My favorite moment. So I have a couple. One of my favorite moments. It wasn't on the show, so I ain't gonna say it. But
the one that people could refer to.
Yeah, but shout out to Dame's mentor. What was his name? Dame?
Steve Rosenfeld.
Yeah, shout out Mr. Rosenfeld. He's a funny guy, by the way.
Yeah, that episode still
He's
to
a
this
funny
day.
guy. I swear to God. But my favorite part.
Season 2, because that was a season 1 moment.
Yeah, that was season 1 moment. Season 2 moment.
Because it was harder for me to just stick to season 2 too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, true, but like you said, you know, to keep it here.
Yeah.
So
It
nah,
was
facts.
really, yeah.
Facts,
to keep it a
facts.
buck with you, I went back and listened to a couple of different episodes.
I
too.
constantly listen to the first time I've been on the show.
Yeah,
First and second.
Yeah, I know,
constantly.
I had listened to that one
Good-ass
too, and I think
episodes.
that's probably my best moment because she came on the show and like
the energy was just
I
there.
dropped
the energy
that was a
she
very
brought,
tense
it was
episode.
crazy.
For
It was
who?
it was
And-
tense for a couple of reasons. It was definitely tense because when she came on, it was like, all right, she came on with the.
But maybe it was deep. It was thick.
She was
It
ready
very
for the
thick.
action. And,
Yeah.
And Slim, shout out to Slim City. Slim was like, listen, man, she better come here and take such and such job. And then she like, yeah, listen, I'm just here to manifest. Da 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 da.
Yo, you spoke
Couple of weeks
your
passed.
seat into existence.
Boom, she's here. Oh, it was just a manifestation. I was like, God damn. So that part
Comes
for
full
me was
circle.
pretty lit because she, you know, I say it was lit, not even on no spiteful, but on a serious note, it was lit because she saw something that she wanted and she went out, she got it.
And she's literally the quiet, like, backbone of all of this working
Facts.
the way it has. It's
Like,
like
at the
she
end of the
brought
day-
structure to the show.
Without her, I don't think we would have been
Here.
this far.
That's so sure.
I don't think we would have been disorganized. So
Yeah. That's
you
the
know-
thing that makes this less,
Stressful.
not facts.
like, we know
1000%.
exactly what to do. We
Yeah.
show up and do exactly what's
1000%.
necessary.
And that's why we
so
always, Dame and I, we always, you know,
gotta big her up.
every time we can, we big her up.
Absolutely.
And I love
So
them for it.
yeah, that was my favorite moment right there.
That was it for me.
All right. Favorite episode.
Yeah.
Episode 5, season 2. Does your body count?
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Hilarious episode.
That was
How
an
did you
intense
forget?
episode.
It was intense.
That episode was crazy.
It was just as intense as that episode was. It was also very funny. Like,
yeah,
it was very funny to go back and listen to that episode. I think it's the perfect balance of like who we as a crew are.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
When I say perfect alchemy, chef's kiss. Like, who could have ever put these ingredients together and made that episode? No one but us. Like, it was very authentic. Just a great episode. Like, y'all gotta check it out. Season 2, episode 5. Does your body count?
Yeah,
telling you that if y'all want to see the height of just hilarity, but also like us getting down to the real nitty gritty of something. That one was it for right there for me.
Yeah.
Y'all already know what my most hilarious moment this season has been. Bro, actually 2. 1. Maria, girl, I love you. I love you, girl, because that episode, I loved it. I loved the females that I brought on for that episode. I loved that episode in
it came
general.
Together, like,
it
real
was
smooth.
Another vision that I have down the road that I'm manifesting even now. I can see it. I will definitely, it was that on a smaller scale though. And I can't wait to have an equivalent of an all girls podcast. But us just chopping it up and doing makeup and shit. I want it in a different kind of frame. But that was a mini test version of that. And I feel like the people that I picked for that were perfect. Yeah. The only downside to that I wish was Marsha, I wish you stayed or could stay. That was the only thing on that day that made me really feel some type of way, because I know that you would have had a awesome time and that you would have had a different type of insight as well. But that episode, shout out. Slim's episode, the one that we just did recently.
Oh yeah,
at his house.
City.
Yes, at his house.
Oh yeah,
that one was funny to me just because of that moment where his mom walks in and it's just this interaction that happened.
It was insane.
Awkward.
He answered a question. Next thing, the door opened, the dog run outside.
It's
the mom by the door, and they chit chat. I'm like, that's so sweet, but it's it's funny but sweet at the same time.
It was a sweet little moment.
No, facts.
Just being in Slim's I guess you could say natural environment and all of that, and having another episode with Slim, because this is I
Mr.
had
Salacious.
What I got a taste of salaciousness season 1, and then things happen, whatever. We haven't really talked that much in a pod setting, so having it again in season 2 was just
fire.
That was it.
But my nigga, you are wild.
Wow, that's a wild boy.
You are wild.
You gotta know him for who he is, man.
And I took it for exactly what it is and had to reel it back in. But I think those were my favorite moments in season.
You were definitely needed in that episode.
Without it, them two, English and Slim together.
It would have been crazy. For
Going back to the word alchemy here. Some things are chaos and some things are balance. Them two together.
That should have been crazy.
Complete chaos.
Man.
Complete chaos.
Ay, caramba.
It was crazy.
So New Year's horizon coming. It's
Grand
on the
Rising.
horizon. Grand Rising. Red flag.
Around the corner.
Red flag.
What are your intentions that you want to set for 2022?
My intentions for 2022.
What do you want to step? What is your intent that you want to place now into that new
Is it
year?
cheating if I whip out my notes?
No.
Because I actually wrote things down that I wanted
I
to.
literally have a whole computer with notes in front of me.
Hey,
so
no, you know how it go. You get to do that.
everyone gets to do that. That was never limited to just me.
Nah, I feel you. I just like to be,
Yeah, I'm
prepared.
gonna go first in this situation because you did kind of cover one of them, which was I do want to uphold my boundaries. That is an intent that I have because of things that have happened in this year. Family, friends, all sorts of type of things. I definitely want to uphold my boundaries and stick to them. I have a problem with saying this is my boundary, but because people test me on it, I
Walk
start
back.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because I feel I'm fucking them over. I'm not. You feel me? I'm not giving them grace. But what about me? I need to give myself grace too.
Facts.
So Upholding my boundaries for sure, because I'm very quite tired of being stepped over.
Right.
And I know when I'm being stepped over, and I just allow myself to do it. And I think that's something that in my new space, with my new job and my nice car, everything is new. Like, it's very new for me right now. I want to start on a better note than I was. So that's one of them. And then I want to try not to overwhelm myself this year. I think I had a slight issue or a slight problem with that.
Time management.
Yeah, with the time management aspect, especially when the whole everything was going on with my job and all that stuff. And then I was just trying to overcompensate for a lot of things, but it's fine. Now I know what I know, and I will move accordingly. So with that being said, I most definitely don't want to overwhelm myself this year.
Yeah, no, I think one of the things to tie into what you just said, I've said that to you. Like, I bother you all the time. Like, yo, get your sleep on. Get yourself on a sleep schedule.
He's really been on my ass. At least this past month, he's like, make sure you're sleeping.
Because it's going to matter.
It matters.
It's
it
important.
Really does.
It's important.
I didn't realize how much I lacked sleep till, like, basically I didn't work for white corporate America. I was like, damn. I could sleep, like, and not have to, like, oh my God, I gotta wake up. I gotta take in this 15-minute nap. Like, it's a whole different, it's a whole different level of freedom. And it also gave me a taste of me being an entrepreneur. You know, I styled slim during this time. I was able to commit a little bit more in time in terms of editing to the podcast, try new apps that I wanted to try. So that's another thing I want to set that intent to. Like, I'm still trying to figure out a timeline, but I definitely do see myself, at least in the next 5 years, completely, like, just fuck white America, bro. Like, fuck them. Like,
That's a fact.
I'm ready to just end that version of myself, and I see that for myself because it's very possible, and I do have the discipline for it. And I think that was the number one thing I was scared of, was like, damn, like, do I have the discipline to do this? It's one thing to say I want to work, but, like, can I really work and like meet these deadlines? And like I said, like, doing a little bit more for the podcast during this time to invest my time into something productive. Yeah. It's like something that proved to myself, like, I can do this and style people and make it a living. Yeah.
And do your thing and flourish. That's what's up.
So those are my intentions.
I'll go next. I said mine is I will laugh more. Because I think sometimes I get so wrapped up in having to be in a position of responsibility and wanting to be taken very seriously about things that matter to me, that I don't allow myself to laugh and play around. Right. And, like, I'm young. I should be doing this now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And also kind of, like, you know, not letting myself, like, have fun. Like, I'm not being irresponsible for having fun or having a good time or enjoying my life. I feel like I became so serious about, like, my goals that I got to a place where it was like, if it's not about that, I want nothing to do with it. Right. And then what happened is that I stayed in that space.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Never allowed yourself to.
Never allowed myself to relax and have a good time and laugh and have fun. Like, moments will come and it'll kick back to, okay, are you being irresponsible here? I'm not, but I for some reason or another feel like I might be. My life has completely turned itself around in a completely different direction for the good, but I'm somehow, like, having a hyperpensity towards maintaining that is probably too vigilant.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, yeah, that's, like, I will definitely say I have to just laugh more, be more joyful, be more.
Hold that intent in your head.
Right, exactly.
Because we're going to touch on that.
And then embracing change. I think just as a man, we don't like that shit.
No, I don't like that shit either.
And I don't like, I think one of the biggest things with that was COVID, being in the house and embracing the fact that, like, yo, you can't do nothing. This is where you're at. And then struggling with the fear of it because of how the media and everybody talks about it and what it do to you and all this shit. So it's like, yo, you're not in control. You know, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
There are certain things you have control of,
and there's things that you don't. And that was one of those things for me. It was just like embracing the new normal in a sense. Right. So I want to work on that. I'm working on that actively. Right. And number 3, number 3 is funny. being open here. I will chase more dreams and less people. And
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I'll unpack that for you quick. I think as a person, because I grew up in a setting where I was very limited in the access as far as family and having people around me that I call friends, I tend to lean on my friends a lot. Like if I care about you as a friend, I'll give you my watch off my wrist. I don't give a damn. I'll give you the shoes off my feet, like, because I care and I want you to know that I care. I'll go above and beyond every time.
Facts.
But what I see sometimes is that I get myself into my feelings about those people when they do things and I get left out. Like, damn, why ain't invite me? Why ain't call me? I would have went.
Yeah, Dame got on me about that for my birthday. I felt like
no, I mean
bad.
obviously, yeah, okay, so maybe a little heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I did go a little too far or whatever, because like once you explained everything to me, I understood and I had to walk back some of what I said.
Right.
And I hope that my
and
apology
I'm happy
was
that we had
suffice.
that conversation.
Right.
Because I see, like, we've had other conversations as well. And it's like, I see your perspective on why you feel the way that you feel.
Right.
But I was like, damn, like, I'm not them. Like, like, let me show you. But that's also, like,
true.
low-key the people-pleasing part of me. But also the situation was completely different.
Right.
So I was just like, no, like, dang, like, no.
Nah, of course. But that's just, because when you grow up a certain way with people in your corner and then the people you look up to, they preach that to you, loyalty.
Right.
And are hard and harboring it in your head. And so you grow up thinking now, all right, boom, if I'm like this and I'm your friend and we in this pocket, in this lane, it's like me and him had the same conversation when we was working out about a situation. And like, you can't call me about a person that's my friend telling me to give you information.
Right. No, that's
Yo,
fucked
if
up.
that you're his enemy, you're my enemy.
Right.
That's how I'm like Genghis Khan about that.
Facts.
You'll never have a friend like me, because I say this all the time, and it's a line. It says it. You'll never have a friend like me. Your enemy is my enemy.
Right.
I'm not over there kiki and smiling trying to find the middle ground. Fuck
No.
that.
Ain't that fake shit.
No, I draw lines. Like those are things I'm very black and white about, and I think that's something that I want to stick to, but I also want to learn to not be chasing nobody. Like if you don't want to be here, cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No problem.
There's going to be space for others that need to sit in your life.
There'll be more people to come along, recognize what's happening, that is genuine, good, kind love and positive support and good accountability, and that's that.
Right. We talk about the table often, but we never talk about like how people have the ability to leave.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
you are
also
free
an
to go.
option.
You are not a prisoner.
You don't have to eat my food all the time.
No, you don't.
You can enjoy somebody else's scraps if you want to.
That's a fact. For myself, I'm gonna say one of them for sure. I need to continue to stay on the course of working out and like getting better in shape. Because like we've been probably working out now. I want to say maybe
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
I'll probably say 3.5.
Yeah.
The first half we slowed down, and we wasn't. That first half it was just strictly business. Like we would chat here and there, but for the most part it was strictly business. After that, the 3 years after has been straight like friendship, family, all that.
Yeah.
Right. My mom, my dad, my brother, like everybody.
Right.
So I would say I want to continue to stay on the track as far as working out more, eating, continue to eat healthy.
Are you gonna cut out some of that liquor you be drinking?
Yeah, definitely slow down on it as well.
Yeah.
Maybe just drinking a little.
Right.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
So
That
shady.
shit for sure. I was drinking
need
more than I've
umbrella,
ever
my
drank in my
nigga?
life. I was drinking more this year than I've ever drank in my life. It was crazy this year, but definitely slow down on that as well.
Yeah.
I want to get back into playing more soccer.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been saying that. I think you should definitely.
Yeah, I want to get back into that. Like seriously, like as that will be on kind of on the same side as me, like staying on shape.
Yeah.
But also embracing that inner child. I feel like that's something that you probably liked when you were a kid.
Yeah,
like,
no,
real
I've loved
hard.
it.
Love
Like,
soccer.
even-
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I used
I
to
tell him all the time.
eat, sleep, shit up all day.
Yeah, if he would have been in America and figured out, like, yo, go to a soccer academy instead of going
Yeah,
to the
facts.
schools he went to for high school,
Right.
I'll be crazy
he
right
wouldn't
now.
be here right now,
Nah,
but he would
definitely
be way further in his
Yeah,
soccer
Advanced,
definitely,
career.
for
right.
sure. Because it's
You know what
like
I'm saying?
it was hard for me moving here. When I first moved here, it was hard for me. Everybody that I knew was, if it's not basketball, it's American football.
Right.
So when I say, yo, let's go play football, it's like, yeah. And he's throwing me the ball. I'm like, nah, we kicked the ball over there, bro. Like,
Yeah, what are y'all doing?
this ain't the right sport.
Right.
So,
This is wrong sport, bro.
I definitely wanted to get into that. And then I want to make sure that the businesses that I have, that they continue to strive. Right now I got my ATM, my car wash is doing great. I got my soccer jersey business. I kind of put it on the back burner. I want to pick that back up in January.
Are you gonna get a personal assistant?
Oh, and that's one of them as well to manage my time. Because
hard on that part.
No, that's just serious. Like my time management is it's crazy.
I've been telling this man to get an assistant.
It's hectic.
I'm telling you, if
it's hectic.
If I didn't have to go back to white corporate America, that would be another little thing that I do.
think all three of us, me, him, and Slim, need that shit.
Nah, facts.
Look,
facts.
Especially him and
it's
Slim.
hectic because it's like, all right, when you're your own boss and you do you're in your entrepreneurship, it's like you have so much stuff that you have to do on top of other stuff that people want you to do.
You need separate calendars. You need your business A, business B, and personal calendar.
For me, I have 2 phones, and I feel like even with my 2 phones, it's still
too much.
Yeah, like I don't
You're
even.
one person.
My phone still gets only one phone is still getting rang. It's not my other phone, and I need to switch that to like have both of them getting rang at the same time, so that.
But sometimes you also need to disconnect. So
that's another thing. I don't disconnect. It's like 24/7.
He's always.
I could be home doing something. You can call me and say, yo, and I'm like, all right, let's get it. So I definitely would say, yo, my time management, if I can find me an assistant, that'd be great.
Yeah, you need that, bro.
But yeah, it's
you got to get.
So this is a slight personal ad for a serious,
not facts,
full-time, possibly personal assistant, because this man needs one.
That's a fact.
ASAP, urgent.
It wouldn't just be for myself. I think it'll be for myself and the team. Like, I'll be for the team as well, because with my DJing, I need something for that too.
Yeah.
So serious inquiries.
Yeah, serious inquiries.
We're not effing around.
Manager/assistant.
Yeah. Okay, friends and family podcast@gmail.com. Please submit your resumes.
Facts. Serious inquiries on that.
Serious. Like, I'm not even playing with y'all. I will not even forward the email to this man.
Yeah.
Do y'all do like vision boards and bucket lists?
I've never done a vision board until this year.
Yeah, I never done a vision board.
Oh, you did it with you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna do one. We got magazines, got some.
She was saying that the other day. I know she was saying that the other day. She wanted to get some magazines and stuff to make that.
I'm actually going to stop on my way and grab some because it's a little store up here. They got a bunch of them in there. So
that's lit.
See if they'll let me.
Yeah, I've done a bucket list before.
Let me know where that is. Cause
you need that too?
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, I've done a bucket list, not a vision board. I think I should start on a vision board.
I think you should. I don't even think it's like something that like I've written things down in my phone and set calendar deadline days for myself.
Me too.
Set reminders about said date and deadline and things like that. But expanding myself as a brand this coming year came from having all these constant thoughts and seeing people execute on their versions of something similar or even the exact same idea and not with the same quality and succeed.
Right.
So it's like, yo,
it could be done.
It could definitely be done.
You just gotta put your whole head in there.
Putting up that vision board, I think, gives you, they say line of sight is good for the heart. So seeing that shit is definitely gonna make you want to go do what needs to be done.
Probably
it's a source of manifestation.
And it's not on some cheesy shit. It's really for real. Like, this is what we want to do.
You gotta be more so a visual learner too, though. And that's probably what's gonna help. Why it will help you more.
Right.
When you see it, you'll be able to actually put it together.
Of course.
A lot of that deals with manifestation. If you see it or you write it, scribing, all of that stuff assists with you. Like, now you're preaching it to yourself. Now your brain, your neurons are literally like, okay, this is what you want to do. Okay, we got the idea. Now we got the vision. Okay, we got the vision. How are we going to do it? It's like, you feel me? So
good energy begets good energy. So why not?
What you putting on your vision board?
What am I putting on my vision board?
Yeah.
I had to complete Hunters in House and launch it.
It's
going on there to travel some more.
Facts.
Experience some things with my lady and create more memories with her.
As you should, man.
Of course. To find ways to include my friends in things more. The ones that are going to want to be there.
Right. No, we totally get that. We talked about that.
So, yeah, like that. And then also from a space of just personal improvement. You know what I'm saying? Be more consistent with evolving my training methods and putting myself in a studious position to learn more with my business with Maxer Fitness and expanding Maxer Fitness to not just be, online and, in person one-on-ones, but to step out of that box a little bit too.
Maybe do a disc.
Maybe.
That'd be dope.
Maybe. Something like that.
Right.
Something like that.
People got DVD players too.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know about a disc, but just be in being more consistent in those spaces. Because for me, as a person, I think sometimes I think from a place of scarcity when it comes to like what needs to get done and how it needs to be done. I kind of operate from a space of scarcity about it instead of just being like, no, it'll be fine. Let's go. And so, yeah, you know, definitely want to travel more. Definitely want to see some places and do some things.
I think the flights is cheaper now too.
So that's on the list, definitely.
E, what's on your vision board? Bucket. You used to mention a bucket list. I'm actually very interested to know what's on your bucket list.
A bucket list. So a couple of things I got on my bucket list. Definitely to travel more. I wanted to go to like Bali. I want to go to Dubai.
Yeah, I want to go to Bali, Indonesia.
Dubai is mad expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
My mom. My mom.
Rack and stack, boy. Rack and stack.
Yeah, my mom had went over there and they said, "Yo, it's we would love it. Like our generation, young kids at our age, we would love it." So I want to go there. I definitely want to go back to Europe.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places that I still didn't get to go. Ibiza, stuff like that. When I was younger, I didn't get to go, but I want to go there now. So that was travel. What else I want to do?
What else is on your bucket list? Because I literally sat down the other day and I made my own.
I want to go skydiving.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah, that's on my bucket list. I pushed that off to another year. I'm still not ready.
Don't get me wrong. Like I already know when I'm in the airplane and they say, "Ready to jump," I'm gonna tell them no.
You won't have to. I mean, you'll be strapped to somebody.
Yeah, I'll be strapped to them.
Not gonna say,
they would just be off of
them.
them.
He's not gonna tell you.
He's just gonna walk out.
Like, because he's like, we're gonna jump on 3, 1, and jump out the damn plane.
Yeah, I already know.
I'm gonna cry.
To be honest with you, like I feel bad for whoever I'm jumping out there with because I feel like I'm gonna piss my pants and they're gonna feel that shit.
Oh, for certain.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Might be a little boo boo something.
So
I did not. Okay, for me, it was just like the first 10, 15 seconds of it was just like anxiety and then acceptance. Like, okay, I'm falling. There's nothing I can do.
There's nothing I can do.
There's
That's
nothing
the
I
crazy
can
part,
do.
like, is that you're falling. Is nothing. Like you don't have no control. That's what's gonna get to me. Like, bro, I don't have no control. Like anything can happen to me.
But how do you fly in an airplane then? Are you afraid of flying?
No, I'm not afraid of that.
See,
So-
that's weird. Because
I think
that same.
the difference is like, all right, let me show you the difference, right? Is
My heart just got.
and then when I'm skydiving, is
No, you okay?
Ooh, no, I'm fine. Ooh, just talking about skydiving. Ooh, that,
Yeah.
it just.
is
It'll do it to you.
It made everything. I'm warm right now.
I'm telling you.
Like I feel like I took 2 shots.
I feel like when an airplane is so much more. There's so much more to it. You feel me? Like it's got the whole mechanism of the
Aerodynamics.
the airplane and all that. When you're dropping
If
from
that shit fall out the sky, it's gonna fall out the motherfucking sky, my guy. I hate to tell it to
oh
you.
no, of course, but you know, I
know.
don't know. I don't know. Now that you put it like that though, it kind of does make sense.
Facts.
Like, even when I went to fucking when I went to Dunn's, was it Dunn's River? No, Rick's Cafe.
Ricky's.
So I went there, whatever, and I went to go drop, and I was like, nah, hell no, I'm not doing this jump. You crazy? And I'm seeing little kids.
Right.
Push.
Fearful.
Yo, I remember.
Fearless.
Yeah, I seen kids flipping off of it.
And I'm like,
Dog,
nah, hell
it took
no.
me at least 10 tries, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
I
I'm like,
ran
nah,
up
hell
there.
no. I'm there. I gotta go.
It's like, yo, Bridget, you have
Emergency
to
brake.
jump.
And then you got the workers there. They're like, yo, Bridget, way out there. I can lick up white girl.
Yeah, bro,
Not you
come on.
bullying me.
Say less.
They do that though. They really do.
Man,
So then I
hit
said,
me, yo,
fuck
you
it.
see
But
all
then
those
after I did it like 10 times after that.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's just, for me, I just have to see somebody do it first. I'm like, all right, it's just a mind thing. And then go.
Yeah. I feel like since I got a little bit over my fear of flights, you know, your girl been in Atlanta, she been in Houston, you know, she feeling the flight wave
feeling
a
the
little
vibe.
bit more.
Right.
Maybe we'll get. I'm gonna do the little. What's the thing you told me to do with the restaurant and there's just clear glass? I'll do like an equivalent of that.
Skybridge restaurant.
Yeah, I'll do equivalent of that.
Hell no, I ain't doing that.
You guys are funny.
Yo, when I see, I ain't gonna lie, let me give you a quick story on that, right? So I went to the restaurant over there in Vegas. So we just chilling. I'm sitting down. It's like 50 floors, I think it is. So I'm minding my business. It's on my phone. I look up. Something doesn't say look up. As I look up, something's dropping down. I said, what the fuck? So I'm looking around, ain't nobody saying nothing. Like nobody
Everybody's
seeing no
calm.
nothing. So I'm like, nah, what the fuck is going on here? Did I just witness somebody dying? So I'm like, oh shit. So I'm just all right now. I'm just looking at the window, like, yo, I'm not even getting up because I don't want to see this guy on the floor. I just need to see. Give me a sign that he's okay. 5 minutes go. all I see is the string just coming up. So it's just coming up. Nobody's on the string. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on right now?
Nobody's on the string.
So now I'm watching it again, and then 5-10 minutes ago, go by, somebody else. I was like, oh, they jumping from the roof.
Yeah.
I was like,
they lit.
Son, but it looked lit though.
Skywalking, yeah.
It looked dumb lit, but yeah, that's on my bucket list. I gotta do that.
I want to do I want to go to Japan and go to I forgot what the name of the city is where they have the glass sky bridge. Have you seen that? And it cracks.
Oh yeah, and like people like scared.
freak
I
out.
seen that shit.
Yeah, they have
people
one of
like
those.
legit freak the fuck
Yeah,
out, and it's
people
just
like
a simulation.
It's a simulation. It's not really real. There's
crazy.
TV screens in there.
Yeah.
There's monitors in the floor.
That shit is hilarious.
That's
It's glass.
The
bridge.
reactions are hilarious.
I would love to do that, but I think you should do that restaurant thing as a good starting point.
Yeah, I also heard about something else, and I think they told me it was in Vegas, where it's like a bar, and it's like a Ferris wheel bar.
Yeah.
I want to do that. That's on my bucket
That sounds
list.
But if you want to go skydive, you should try the thing over there in Davie. They got something where you're in a machine.
Machine
Yeah,
just
you
blow
should do
you
that.
up.
Blow you up.
I ain't all
I mean,
that.
you get a little feel for how it is, I guess.
It's gonna replicate how
It's gonna replicate
how the
I'll
wind
try
hits you
it.
and
I just feel like
everything.
it don't.
I never did it either, but I want to try
And
it.
in
though.
there, you're by yourself. You got to figure shit out. I mean, they
Yeah,
give
I've
you
seen
tips
that.
and all that, and give you ways to keep stable and all that, whatever. But you got to
by
figure
yourself.
shit out.
That's why I want to try that by myself. Because if you're by yourself and you know how to maneuver, at least if somebody's tied up, you know how to. You know?
All right, so I did sit down the other day. I made myself an entire bucket list. Like that's like 2 pages. Yeah, it's pretty long. But it's not crazy. Like some
Top
of it
3.
is, but doing a picnic experience.
Yeah.
But
That's a
like
vibe.
not the one where you bring a picnic basket out, but there are people that you can hire.
Yeah, and they
to
curate a picnic experience for you. I want to do that shit too.
I feel like doing it yourself. I mean, that's cute, but no,
Nah, I want to do the curated.
I want that.
I want the
So you
yeah.
want somebody to come out there and set up
vibe.
the picnic for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
know
have
somebody
that.
that
I want to
that.
do it with friends for sure. Like
Yeah,
I want to
that
have
would be
like a nice little, last dinner type shit. Like,
Not to be corny, but look out for Pod and Vibe. That's coming.
yeah, that's coming. Hey, Martha
That's
Stewart vibes without Martha.
Bang.
Yeah.
Another thing I put on there was I want to go to Colorado when it's cold and get a cabin with the jacuzzi. I think that's the
That's
vibe.
hard.
That sounds like some you and your partner and.
No,
your
that's
other
me by
partner.
myself.
Oh, okay, excuse
Yeah,
me.
it's gonna be me by myself in a cabin, no technology, or just not trying to be on the internet type thing. Like I'm gonna bring technology, but just not try to be on it and just like be out there, read my book, just on some spiritual shit, like
Nice.
type of thing.
Yes,
They
sir.
also have like a stargazing experience where you could be like in a bubble tent.
Yeah.
I want to do that too when I'm out there.
Number 3.
I want to curate my first sunglasses line.
Yeah. There we
dope.
go.
Anyone who
That's
knows me
I know Ray got sunglasses for days.
knows I
That's
love a good glass,
Facts,
baby.
facts.
Yeah.
That's
And
dope.
I've lost so many sunglasses. So I feel like, I don't know how or where I'm going to start. Obviously, I'm going to talk to you about this a lot, Dame. But
Yeah.
I definitely do want to launch that, like by my birthday. Like I think that'd be so lit. Like an
Say fucking
October
less.
line of just me.
Yeah.
And glasses.
That's what's up.
Because there's so many glasses that I've lost over time that I've never been able to buy back. But if I could like just make my own line, like it's mine now. Like I have it forever. So I feel like that is definitely a bucket list thing that I want to do.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, one more thing I wanted to add to my bucket list. I want to be able to, I want me and all my dogs to go courtside of a Heat game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lit.
That's lit.
That's lit.
Courtside.
Courtside is definitely worth
Like,
it.
we all in there. Like, I want to be able to, like, one day we all go there, courtside. Hopefully I can pick them up in like a hotel. I mean, in a limo, and we just ride out.
Yeah.
Right.
That would be on my bucket list.
Big energy right there.
Big energy.
You said courtside. Okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
courtside, yeah.
I totally want to do Skybox one day too.
I don't think about
Skybox
Skybox.
isn't all that.
Yeah,
I've done that.
Skybox more so for like the vibe of like eating food, getting a nice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Riding
Oh, okay.
down. But like courtside, you cannot beat that.
Yeah, if you
Can't
want
beat
to,
that type of energy.
you know,
You can't beat that. You
can't
feet on wood.
You feel
Okay.
me? You're not beating that. Sky Zone is lit. Yeah, you're in the Sky Zone, whoop-de-doo, but you're so far up. You can
from the
barely
whole
see it.
situation.
Skyboxes
Got
are-
you.
are
I'm trying to
dope
be
or
in the
whatever,
court.
bro.
Yo, what's good, Wade?
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, you're flowing right next
I
to me
could
type
give you a
vibe, like,
play.
yeah, I want that. That's the vibe that I'm on.
Let me
That
know
is
if
definitely
I'm
a
part of
move.
this vision.
Nah,
so
for sure. We
I
all
could be
Vince Valley's
courtside.
number one for sure.
I'm gonna be the cutest bitch on courtside in heels.
Telling you. Friends and family. By the time we done, they gonna know who friends and family is.
Yeah,
What?
sure.
I'm gonna
Let's
be with
go.
the big baller shot callers like, hey, you need to get style, baby. You need to. Here, you gonna need
That's a fact.
this.
That's a fact.
Bring your business cards.
Always.
As we're walking out,
Let's
Always.
go.
I actually need more of them.
we working while we playing out here. Like real talk.
Yeah, I'm up
real.
for it. I'm up for it.
Why do y'all think people give up their goals within the first 3 years? 3 weeks, sorry, of the year.
Oh man.
Like they be like, oh yeah, I'm be a gym rat, and that only works for like till February maybe.
Because I don't think you I can speak for that one from the gym perspective. I think people don't understand fully what they're getting themselves into. They have this idea with high hopes and expectations. Like we're all guilty of it, even me. Like I want to get back to 2019 fit Dame, which was on like a whole complete different level. And I won't allow myself enough grace and patience for things to develop and for things to fall in line for it to happen.
Right.
You know, and even now, like I genuinely feel like it's coming. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see it physically happen, like the change happening to me physically. But what people do, I think, is they have an image in their head and then a very, very unfair and unrealistic expectation of when it's supposed to happen. And then they allow themselves to literally become victim of that box of, oh, it didn't happen. It hasn't happened yet. When is it going to happen? It hasn't happened. What else do I need to do? What am I doing wrong? Instead of just allowing themselves to be there, enjoy the journey, because it's a lifestyle change.
Right.
When you don't make that lifestyle commitment and you're doing it just for the pure sake of vanity, it's going to feel like a fucking eternity.
Right. True.
And I think that's why people quit, because it gets overwhelming because what they're looking for, they're not getting.
You're not getting it.
They don't understand that the change when it comes to your health starts internally first. You know, your sleep pattern changes, your energy level increases,
Your
and then
routine.
your routine has to stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the things that I took away from when I was studying exercise science was the delay between when you first actively do something and the outcome that you get, how much time there is. You know what I'm saying? You do month 1 and don't get results for month 1 until month 3. And then you're not getting the results for month 2 until probably month 5. So what people do is like, I do month 1 and lose 3 pounds. Oh shit. All right. Then your body catches on to what you're doing. You don't know how to make changes.
Right.
So month 2 comes and you're still doing the same thing and you may lose 1 or 2 pounds. And then month 3 comes and nothing happens and you're like, man, fuck this. I'm
Right.
out. I
Sometimes
quit.
people even gain weight. Like they lose it, then
And
they
then
gain
again,
it.
right.
then
And
they're
then,
like,
oh my
man,
God, I
it's
got
not
it.
helping.
I quit. So I think in any situation, no matter what it is, like we're all guilty of the fairy tale that we tell ourselves,
Right.
as opposed to what the reality of the situation is. And so if you get fucked up when it's time for you to face the reality of a situation, like you got a 45-year-old man asking to look like a 29-year-old young man, like you can't do that.
Right.
But they want that. They think that they can do that. You know, I want change now. I've dealt with that.
It's an
example
unrealistic
of-
vision.
Yeah. You know, and when you try to break it down to them that, hey, look, what you're asking for, it's just not in the cards for you anymore.
Right.
You know, worry about being healthy.
Being the best you.
You know, yeah.
Right.
That does not mean 6-pack chiseled abs, you know, walking around in a mankini. But that's what they think. You know what I'm saying? Or you
Yeah.
want to look like an NFL football player, but you've never played football in
A
your life.
day in life.
And you waited till you're 40 to come ask for that.
Come
What?
on, man's.
You don't have realistic goals.
Right.
That's another one I think that's the killer, is the outlook has to be realistic. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. I feel like sometimes people are not I don't want to say piecemeal, but like introducing a new routine slowly. They try to do like everything at once.
They're trying to run before they walk.
So like they want to meditate, or they want to get up early in the morning. They want to go runs. Like, okay, all of that is achievable.
Right.
But like even myself, I have to be like, okay, Ray, you're gonna get up at 1 hour early, and we're just gonna do that first.
Right.
We're just gonna get up 1 hour
That's
early.
a small win.
Let's just try to keep that.
But
Let's try to keep that going.
that's a small win. That's really a big W. Like if you
Exactly.
think
A
about
lot of
it.
people don't see
And
that
then you introduce, okay, I want to fit in a run into that 1 hour, or I need to get up a little bit more earlier to fit in my
Facts.
run, or me, I like to meditate when I get up now. So now I'm going to fit in the meditation. Like people are not giving themselves like a little, like, I guess, checklist in a sense.
Right.
So it's like, okay, let's do step 1, get used to that, make that consistent, nail that down. Step 2,
Right.
get used to that, nail that down. Like people are not doing that. And so they get overwhelmed. And then by week 3, you're over it.
Yeah.
Because you're
It's so
you're
much.
not getting a result.
I think a lot of it too is a lot of them stop as well because of social media or like what they seeing on TV. Are they seeing, lose weight in 30 days? Oh, this guy had this and now he lost this in 30 days. Oh, so they thinking they might, all right, so let me give myself 30 days to work out and do what they was doing and see if that works for me.
Yeah, that microwave thought.
Yeah, and then as soon as they realize that it's not working, man, fuck this shit, it's not for me. And I think personally, like for me, and I can say this, when I first started working out, I was like, yo, fuck this shit. Every time I'm coming here, I'm like, Dame, are you seeing anything? 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 And then finally, I just stopped talking. I stopped asking.
Right.
And then I think like maybe a couple weeks after that, Dame was like, yo, I'm seeing something. Yo, I'm seeing something. Yo, your body's changing.
But that's because the consistency paid
and
dividends.
because the consistency. So I feel like,
what I'm saying? You didn't let yourself quit.
I let myself quit, exactly.
Right.
I feel like a lot of people don't have, and that's another thing. A lot of people don't have that person in their corner to be like, to motivate them, like, listen, you may not see it right now, but I see it.
So chill out.
And it's coming. So just, keep doing what you're doing, and eventually you're going to see it. And that's exactly what happened. Like, he started to see it, other people started to see it, and then eventually I started to see it, and I was like, damn, if I would have stopped, I would have never got to that point.
No, hell no. No, and then it plays more, too, than just in, like, a physical fitness setting. Like, it happens with everything. Like, you launch something and you want it to be this great thing and you don't understand that, like, if you don't run the ground floor and set a solid foundation and be patient with yourself, that it's never going to jump like you want it to and be this great thing. And we live in a very microwave type society. People want results now. Like, if you take sports, you get a guy, he gets drafted to go play quarterback in the NFL. He has to come in ready to play day one, year one.
Right.
There's rarely teams out there now that are giving guys that, follow behind the old guy here and learn a thing or two for 2 or 3 years.
They want it now.
You take we want to win now. You know what I'm saying? And that it's infectious. So it seeps into every crevice and corner of our society.
Right.
It's like people don't have the mindset to think about that. Like my homeboy said that the other day, like, oh, you started a podcast. Damn, y'all ain't got nothing but 50 or 60 people listening. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine, because here's the thing. You want to compare it to, like, I Am Athlete. Those guys are already famous. So you're starting off of at a different space.
Yeah,
right. I am a normal person.
Right. I'm your regular average Joe.
Right.
I am somebody. Don't get it twisted. I will never downplay who I am. But when it comes to building something, there's beauty in being patient, laying out a solid plan, and being intentionally purposeful about how you move and how you execute and how you adjust. That's the thing for me that I'm learning, that's like the prettiness of it.
Right.
If I want to call it something beautiful, it's like making something from just a thought and envisioning each step and then putting those into words and checking off each step as I go, and then getting to a place where it's ready to either launch or it's completed, and then reassessing and then continuing on.
Right. Because everything you do, you put your name on. It's like, what do you want to be notorious for? Some shit? Like
quitting. Or quitting. I think a lot of people do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to be one of those people where I'm starting things and quitting them. Starting things and quitting them. You also don't want to be one of those people where you're not allowing yourself to learn from your mistakes.
Right.
So you keep repeating the same pattern habitually over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying?
Stuck on a loop.
It's kind of like, I look at it as kind of like a dating. You know what I mean? Like, for example, you see a girl you like, you know what I mean, and you really want to pursue it. After the first 3 weeks, it's not like you're gonna say, okay, listen, I've been here 3 weeks, nothing's happening, I'm gonna quit. Nah. Sometimes,
but there are people like that.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's kind of the same thing in the workout. It's kind of the same thing with
she not giving me the type of energy I want.
You feel me? Like, some people are, I'm working out for these, I don't see nothing, I'm done.
I'm done, yeah.
And
I've encountered that a lot.
Are you gonna do this? It's how did you gotta look at it, like, for example, Dame right now, he's in a relationship, a great relationship, healthy relationship. How did he get to that point? He didn't just meet Juju and say, hey, Juju, I want to be with you. And now they here. Nah.
Bam.
He put in the work. He put in the effort. He planted his seed. He let that shit grow, all of that. And I feel like a lot of us, when it comes to like working out, and us personally, we're not doing that.
Nope.
Yeah.
And I think we need to get back to doing what we go out. So we go so hard for like our significant others and this and that, but when it comes to ourselves, we kind of like lose that
same level of traction.
People really, another thing kind of flows into the other topic, which is like, people talk themselves out of shit.
Oh yeah.
People talk
I've
themselves out of
done
shit.
that.
And I feel like people battle with that internal voice. I do. I know.
Yeah.
I know, like, even me talking about like me wanting to launch this, like, you know how long I've probably been talking myself out of this, like, before I just actually voiced it to myself and then to y'all. Like, I've talked about, yeah, ain't nobody finna buy my sunglasses line. Like, who gonna know me? Like, who gonna do that?
Don't do that.
And then I be seeing other girls with lip gloss with butterfly stickers in it, and I be like, all right, girl, like, come on, I could have done that at home.
Exactly.
Like, so it's like, why can't I do what I do? But I feel like people really have a problem with battling, whether it be like your internal parent, where like, you know, I know for myself, like, I battle with my internal parent. She was very negative to me. Like, my actual mom was very negative to me, and I carry that in my head sometimes, especially when I talk about new projects, new things. I always have that. She always used to say this when I was a kid: you're a follower, not a leader. Why do you think that you would ever be a leader?
That's
you
wild.
don't have leader qualities.
I'm so sorry that your mom did that to you, because that's not fair.
That's
it's
crazy.
not. And even though I don't live in that environment anymore, even when I went to college and I was nowhere near that environment anymore.
Right.
I still
had it in your
to this
mindset.
day, I still have that mentality, like, why me? Why do I think I could do this? Like, what do you mean? Why, if not you, then who?
Yeah, but you gotta also, I think for you especially, you gotta also put into your mind, like, they gonna tell you can't do this and that, but you can prove that you can do it with you just working hard at it. Look at the podcast.
Right. And it's like, I can prove to others, you feel me, that I can do it. But I think more what I'm drawing near here is the fact, like, you battling your internal negative thoughts.
Of course, it's
because she, like I said, I'm no longer in that environment anymore.
You're
but
removed
it's
from
like
that
I am
space.
now constructing a dialogue that doesn't exist.
But you know what? You know why you're able to like get out of that circle now, because you're able to talk about it out loud and you're able to have other people's insight. That's
And
also
you're
wanna see
moved
you do
away
well.
from that person,
And
so the
that too.
reinforcement of those negative thoughts aren't happening, and to not like jump in to your talking point too much, but also you got to remember to not believe everything you think.
Oh yeah.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? That's something that I do. I'm one of those people, like, I'll think it and believe it.
Yeah.
I can my imagination can run. My thoughts can run.
Bad.
And so I literally, to stop myself, will say, do not believe everything that you are thinking.
Yeah.
It will, and fuck that. 10 times out of 10, it has never been that bad.
That's true.
Never. It's just you're looking at it from a space of scarcity, fear, and the misinformation that your mind has taught you and that you didn't pay attention to until you got mature enough and became aware enough to realize, like, yo, these thoughts are not good for me.
Right. They do
I gotta
nothing
stop
for
that.
me. They do
know what I'm
nothing
saying?
for me. I'm wasting my energy
I always
talking
tell
down
English
to
that
myself.
he has remarkable confidence.
He do.
He has incredible confidence.
You actually do.
English will be like, you see this right here? I'm gonna turn this right here into a motherfucking three-headed business conglomerate, and it's gonna have vertical integration. I would believe him, 100%. I would believe him, because his spirit for mogality, like to be a mogul and to be a businessman, is completely off the charts, way out there. Because if you put your finger on the pulse of what he's doing, he's a DJ. He's got ATMs. He's got a car wash business.
Right.
Does a podcast.
Right.
He's got
Somewhere in between all that.
a shipping company that he's about to start. You see what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like, so I always, like, people always say, people come in your life and show you things.
For a reason, not facts.
And it's for a reason. And I'm like, how the fuck does he just does?
Right.
Yo, I'm gonna do that. Okay. And I'm like, I'm waiting around 2 months. Yo, guess what I did? You know? And I'm like, and I don't envy him. I applaud him.
Facts.
And I'm always championing him.
Facts.
Do it. Go.
That's
do
a fact.
more. You know, don't let nobody tell you what you're worried. I'm there. You know,
Right.
hey, rah, rah, rah in the back.
Right.
I'm that guy.
But then,
so
are you have some difficulties doing that for yourself?
when it comes to me,
because let's talk about it, baby. Because you already said it, baby.
No, but
no, I don't.
I can
don't.
attest to that too. Like he has the issues too, but then that's when if the same way he does it for me, I'm right here doing the same shit for him right back. Like
Yeah, he won't be like, no,
we
we're
spoke
not doing
about
that.
different stuff from even hundreds of hours. I've been said, yo, let's rock it. Like
Yeah,
from
let's do
the
that.
first day he had, I said, yo, make sure you give me my hat right now. Let's
That
get
boy
it.
was hounding your ass.
Like
He
to
was.
this, I
He
rock
was.
every day. Every time I put a hat on my head, the first hat I'm looking to put on is hundreds of hours hat.
Right.
Shit. I'm trying to
feel
find my
me?
fucking FNF shit.
Like,
fucking unpacking.
To be honest, that's the crazy part. Like I have an F&F hat, but the first hat I put on my head is hundreds of hours.
That's
Right.
crazy.
You feel me? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always tell him, bro, like whatever you put your mind to, it's gonna be lit. Look at the training.
Yeah.
It's been lit. Like and I could definitely say I've been here from like damn near the beginning when he first started.
Yeah, I
to
was
now.
right.
Because when he just quit or whatever happened at his last job,
Yeah.
I was like damn near working with him at the time because he went from matter of fact I was because he was going
I was working
into the job,
to the job and then doing it on my own.
Have a session, go back into the job, and he'll come back, and then that's when we work out.
Yeah.
So I was there from when he left, damn near, and started his business, and I've been telling him like, bro,
it's gonna jump. Bro. Just stay faithful.
It's regular, like.
And then here you are,
here we are today. Like he got how many fucking clients? He don't even got no time to rest. He got fucking online, like. So I just feel like when you got that person in your corner that wants you to win and they want you to succeed, I mean, you can't lose.
Right.
No, you cannot.
Still forcing this nigga, trying to force this nigga back into into his schedule.
You're trying to force your way into the schedule.
And that just to show you,
I'm
like,
just pop up.
friends and family team can't even get like she had a slot, whatever happened.
Right.
And now it's like
it's crazy.
Pins and needles.
And it's gonna get even crazier.
Crazier than this.
You feel me? So
it's gonna get crazier.
You just need the right people in your corner, man. At the end of the day, once you got the right people in your corner that want to see you win, and they not gonna grudge you, not gonna be no crab in the barrel.
Right. No envy.
It's up, nigga. It's fuck out.
Then when you have these negative like thoughts to self about self, how do you, I guess, talk? Like, how do you counter that in a positive way?
I question it. I legit question it, and I'll say, what factual information do I have to support what I'm thinking right now? That's where I go. I go, what factual piece of information do I have, concrete evidence to, because that's what your mind is looking for. It's looking for factual information to back up the thoughts that it's spinning off.
Right.
And if that's not there, it usually dies down.
Yeah, it's just
what I'm saying?
fumes.
You're right. I treat it like smoke, I always say. And every time I take a deep breath when it starts to come and I exhale, I'm releasing it. That's what I tell myself. And I know that sounds like some hippie blah 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 bullshit, but it works for me.
Facts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I have complete and utter confidence in myself and my ability. I think it comes to a place where you start to want to limit yourself on greatness because you are timid. Flat out just timid. Not because you're afraid of what success will look like for you, but because for so long you wanted to be in a certain space and you're afraid that if you take another step from the space you're in, you're going to fuck up the space you currently occupy. So that's really what it boils down to for me. It's like, I'll have the money, I'll have the funds, I'll have the plan and sit on it.
Right.
And then everybody's begging for what I got. And I'm like, nah.
No.
Nah, you're not going to get. And then, so now what I do is I take action first quarter, and that puts me in a place where now I owe it.
You ain't got no choice.
Right.
Now I don't have a fucking choice.
We're hearing it.
Be brave and do what's necessary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I always tell myself when I talk like this that I'm talking and pointing the finger this way. So the thumb is pointing back at me. You know what I'm saying? That pointer is at you or whoever I'm talking to, but the thumb is pointing back at me. You know what I'm saying? I learned that from my mentor. And I think if you don't have the right people in your corner too, it's hard.
That's the biggest thing.
That's true.
They have to see you in a greater way than you see yourself. It's almost like, my girl said, what she said, you have this presence, and I don't know how to put it into words. Like, you go somewhere, and I see women and people looking at you like, who's this guy? And I never see it until she will show it to me.
You really don't.
No.
I was literally walking around Wynwood with this nigga. He's just.
But that's the thing, though.
Don't have a clue.
But you gotta think about it. You're not going in there with that kind of energy. You're going there like, for example, we go to Wynwood or whatever. We're not going there. I went to a Miami Heat game with my homeboy Luch, and we're not going in there to show off what we have. But we know we have good kicks on. We know we dress nicely.
Right.
And a gentleman that worked for Nike corporate, he came up to us and gave us like a coupon. Cause he was like, yo, I love you guys' shoes. Like, you guys is representing the coach. I love it. Like, I know I don't see a lot of people with these shoes. I had on some retro 6s. He had on some Army Fatigue 5s. And he gave us, and I was like, damn, like, people really notice you for doing, and you're not doing nothing.
Right.
You're just being yourself.
Presence
but
and
people
energy
gonna
matters.
notice you and be like, damn, this is. So I can totally understand when Judy sees it, because I'm pretty sure, like, Dame step out, he's stepping hard. You feel me? Like, he's coming with you, but it's like he's not stepping hard because he wants somebody to come
and notice him.
He won't see me.
He's doing it for himself.
That's just how he is.
Yeah,
and
true.
then of course people just gonna see him like, yo, I like your kicks, yo, this, yo, that, yo, I like your hat. What is that?
True shit.
And that's just how it is. I feel like that's Dame. Like, he's just a person that he's gonna come clean every time.
How have you been able to like solidify that self-confidence?
I feel like you were born that way.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think I've said this in a podcast before. My parents can attest to this. Like, as a kid, I've been like that. Like, my confidence has been up I could be in a group of people that I don't even know, but by the end of the day, all of them are my friend. Like, my confidence is just
natural.
Like, even when I was a kid, people be in a room and I'm in there singing like it's a fucking concert for them. Like,
that's dope.
I don't know what it is. When I was in school,
that's fire.
And I did drama and I was acting, but I was a fucking
You just that secure in self.
It was just whatever it is, I'm doing it. Like, I didn't care. It was just I'm gonna have fun doing whatever I need to do, and you're either gonna like me for what I'm doing, or you're not gonna like me. But at the end of the day, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me.
Dope.
So.
Dope.
You know what I mean? That was always my mindset.
If I could put a candle with and it's lit and it's upside down as an exclamation, that would be it.
Like, right there. I was always taught like that. Like, yo, I mean, there's some people in life gonna like you and some not. I mean, don't let that control you. Like, be you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Individuality.
And then Dane kind of helped me more with it too, because I guess my mindset, that was my mindset growing up. And then when I was younger, when I grew up and I started started messing with girls and so on and so forth, my mindset kind of drifted away as far as being confident when it came to them.
Because it's new territory, though.
Yeah, because it's like new territory, like he said. So then when me and Dane would link up and we would work out or whatever, he kind of opened my eyes up again to just make me understand, like, yo, it's all the same shit.
It is.
Whether you're by yourself or whether you're with a girl, it's all the same shit. And then from now to understand that, it's fucking crazy. It's crazy.
It's limitless.
It is.
Yeah, I think my only thing is I wish him and I would have had that conversation earlier, because I feel like a lot of shit
better late than never, though.
In that time period,
yeah,
it would have never went through. But like you said, it's better late than never. So I ain't mad at that. I learned from my mistakes, so I ain't mad.
Okay. Well, those are all of our planned topics for today.
So I first want to say this is our second season.
Yep.
This is our last episode for the second season.
Yeah.
I'm definitely grateful that we made it this far, first and foremost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So I definitely want to clap to that, pat on our backs, all that good stuff.
Yes.
We could have been doing anything on a Sunday, but we're here podcasting.
Chose to be here.
We chose to be here, you know what I mean? So first I want to say appreciate the team for being here 2 seasons strong.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
Season and a half.
Shout out to the team.
Shout out to Ray.
Shout out to the crew. Thank you.
2 seasons strong, me and Dame.
Yes, sir.
And there's gonna be a lot more content. You know what I mean? We got a lot more guests coming on the show. We're gonna change up some of the atmospheres for a couple of the shows.
Yeah.
Right.
You heard Dame say we're gonna do part and vibe.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a very interactive experience for not just us, but also for the audience and the patrons.
I can't wait to see y'all there.
We're gonna have a lot of events. We got gear that's on the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just happy that everybody spends their time and listen to our podcast.
Thank you.
All right.
They comment, they repost. We appreciate you 1,000.
This would not be possible without your support.
Most definitely. We're trying to get you guys more interactive as far as sending us emails, DMs. If you have any small businesses you want us to talk about, highlight. If you want to come on the show and you have a business you want to highlight it, we're trying to get you guys some more interact with us on that aspect. But as far as that, man, we're just blessed. We're grateful that you guys even take the time out to listen to our podcast.
Right.
For real.
Maybe kind of lengthy.
I mean, I personally, you taking the time out to listen to our podcast, you learn a lot of stuff from us. Me being a DJ, I have my own car, other businesses. Ray is a fashion consultant, social media manager,
talented,
right? Consultant, stylist,
a lot of stuff that
talented as fuck.
Even if she doesn't know what she's doing, she
interior
can
designer apparently.
You know what I mean? And then we got Dane. He's just a trainer. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. He's in the health business. He's in the science. He knows everything. So it's like, I think we have a great team. And if you guys give
triangle
us
offense, baby.
Yeah, we got a crazy triangle offense. If you guys give us the opportunity, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna love us. Right. And y'all gonna love what we do, what we talk about. So
thank you so much, man.
Thank you for the support. If you haven't done so yet, send it out to your friends and family. We got another season coming. Hopefully we can get some more supporters. And it's only up from here.
We will be gone for about 3 weeks, but we will be back in your ear holes, as Dane likes to say. So in between time, we still will be active on Instagram. We will be launching the Twitter. That link tree is coming, so y'all could just be linked up, charged up, connected up.
Yes.
In the meantime, y'all can always email us at friendsandfamilypodcast@gmail.com. We are still taking graduation submissions, so if you guys want to get shout out for graduation when we come back, we will most definitely still do that.
Facts.
Submissions do end the end of January. In addition to that, y'all could comment and DM and email us for just anything that you guys want us to say on the podcast, or if you want to get on the podcast, like E said, let us know so that we can go ahead and schedule you out. Yeah, and I'm X-rated, and y'all know this. So if y'all need some drip, okay, hit me up. That is all X_RAETD. This is not no OF shit. I keep saying that. So I appreciate y'all stopped with it. Thank you.
No,
but it's about explicit drip only. So if you're trying to get, I did post Slim. I'm about to post him on the actual thing, but I put it in my story. So I do this. This is my profession. And come on, baby.
Yeah. So if y'all want to get the drip, X-rated. She's not X-rated, but she's X-rated.
It's going to be a fashion house. I predict it.
It is
I can
a fashion
feel it.
house.
It is a fashion house.
Most definitely. Most definitely. If you want to get, you know
house.
what you should do too? That just came to my mind. You should probably do like a X-rated talk show.
Like a mini snip.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, or even like for example, you see how you just styled Slim?
Yeah.
You should like do a little talk about what you
blog
did.
it.
Right.
Yeah, blog
Like how
it.
I
What
do
you
it.
did, why you did it,
Sure.
why you thought this color
Blog
would be
it
good
or
for
blog
him,
it.
Right.
all of that. So that'd be dope, and that could be posted on your page. But you know what I mean?
Sure. Nice of you.
We can
like
talk
that.
about it over there too.
Yeah.
Max with Fitness, if you want to get in shape, like I said, he's very busy, so he can't do the one-on-one, but he got some online courses.
MaxUpFitness.com. It's up.
Check it out.
Those programs that are on there are going on sale because they're coming down. The whole website is going to be redone. The whole page, Instagram is going to be redone. Just because it's time to make some changes and move things in a different direction. For me, what I really wanted to say was just thank you so much for listening to us.
Facts.
Thank you for anything that you've taken from the shows and put into practice in your own life. We appreciate that. And even if you just listen for the sake of just listening to us because you like it, we appreciate that. Mm-hmm. We thank you so much for that. I can't say that enough. I'm grateful for these two troublemakers I call friends and business partners in this thing. YouTube is coming. I wholeheartly want that to happen. I feel like it's so necessary. It sets a different vibe. It sets a different energy. So we're not coming back without YouTube. I claim that. I think that we can do that. I think we can do this. So that's something that I really want for us. Outside of that, I wish you a happy, healthy, safe, prosperous, successful, peaceful,
intentional,
evolved New Year.
Facts.
Happy New Year, and I hope your Christmas was amazing. That's really what I got to say.
And if you haven't done so already, ladies and gentlemen, please get the vision boards out there.
Yeah, get your vision board.
Get your bucket list out there.
Your bucket list out.
There's a lot of stuff that we could do out here.
Check off some boxes. Make a to-do list in your phone and set reminders.
Exactly.
Start small.
Let's get that. Let's get that out the way. You know, what I mean, there's a lot of stuff out here that we need to accomplish. Let's make sure we manage our time correctly, and let's get this out. Knock this out.
Yeah.
And
if you are interested in being English's assistant,
yes, please.
Friends and Family Podcast at gmail.com.
Serious inquiries, please.
Serious English only, please. Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It needs that.
He really does.
That'll be lit.
He does.
But with that being said, people, this is the end of season 2. This is our last episode for season 2.
We'll see you for season 3.
Next time y'all hear us, we'll be season 3.
Hi.
So have a prosperous new year. Get those bucket lists. Use them. Get the vision board up and running.
Yes.
And we will see you next year.
Yes, sir.
The princess is out.
Peace.
Bing bong.